Hey everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back to Surviving Mars Green Planet. In the last video, started getting this dome operational. We're also working on getting the art workshop and the 40% workers and workshops achievement knocked out in the early stages. I only have 120 colonists right now, so definitely want to try to get that going. So far, we actually have, well, 0% workers up. We're missing polymers. That's why. Once we get more polymers in, of course, we'll be able to do a little bit of that. We'll kick the speed up to full. We do have a meteor storm inbound. I do also have Sadie Butt in the office with me. She has been very rambunctious the last few days. This is why this is a morning of recording. This video is coming out late. Please understand that with a new puppy, I have to be doing a little bit more, obviously, to make sure that she's taken care of. So, just keeping an eye on her while I record today. I'm researching the MDS because I do not want to get Michael Bade. Then we'll pivot back into the CO2 jet propulsion, going for the fusion reactor, adaptive vegetation, and then the arcology spire. So I don't even have I think I have one spire unlocked right now. Let's see what we have spire-wise. Yeah, I have the water reclamation system, which is going to be great because I do want to build a farm dome relatively soon. I've got a slight power fall off right now, which is another reason I need the fusion reactor very, very badly. Also expanded out in the last episode to this underground water deposit. And this drone hub, all these drones are doing is collecting waste rock and bringing it back over here. My carbonate processor, at some point, when I have the juice for it, because it takes 50 power to operate, I'll probably get that going as well. With the amount of metals I have on site, eventually I'll start losing... they're going to start losing their effectiveness due to the terraforming process, but we'll also see the large wind turbines get a boost as the terraforming process goes on. So let's actually accept that trade offer, because I've got the ostriches being bred here. I've also got the turkeys being bred here. I've also got the turkey in my little pen over here. All right, let's drop down some big solar panels. That was the wrong one. All right, let's do J. Boop, boop, badoop. Get that going. I want to wait till this rocket is full. Ooh, it is. Nice. Let's see. Anything? Nope. We'll just send it back to Earth. I do only have 10 housing available right now. Waiting on a polymer here to get that. And this polymer facility I've got actually maxed out because I want this one to be fully operational as soon as possible. I think she's setting one down for now. What's not working? An art workshop. Okay. Needs polymers. I'm going to open up all shifts on these, because right now, workers and workshops, just with 2, puts us around 14%. And this one I think I had 10 with this, so we're doing okay right now. I did see that somebody is hungover. Taking a look at the big map, just trying to do a little bit of scanning. I think maybe I need to take a load of electronics and stuff and just actually put them up here to help scan the high ground a little faster. That makes a lot of sense to me. And I'm actually going to do this. Turn on the carbonate processor to start this going. Weird, because we had a surplus. Let's just check this here. Turn that off. -8. That's very odd. Because I had a surplus. I had a 58 surplus there a moment ago. Alright. Ooh, that's an idea I can do. Have I unlocked it? Nope, damn. I was actually thinking if I had the Sterling gens, I'd build a couple in this dome to help augment the power. But I do have the 2 here that just aren't doing much right now. MDS's about 47% of the way. That's going to be an issue. Hopefully we get some flat research out of this area. Because where are you? You down here? Perfect. And he malfunctioned in the last video. And this RC Commander, which I just have to have up there, I actually built him for episode 4. Just recalled all his drones, put him down here. Yeah, you're turned off. I'm actually going to do this and do 2 shifts. There we go. Got power going for that as well. I think we're going to need another polymer factory, but we need perfect. Come on, come on. Damn, it's a key. I was really hoping it was going to be something else. We've got our MDSs being researched in our 2... Oh. Huh. Okay, let's build another apartment complex, because I gotta work on this balancing here. Okay, they're just running to grab all the concrete, which also means there's no concrete here. Okay. Been a while since I've played, so I'm still trying to get my feel back for everything. I'm going to put a large dumping site up by this drone hub, so we can clear all this waste rock out. Water, down about 2,500 here. This one's got 12,000, so we should be able to maybe pop another one down and get everything going. Oh, there you go, girl.
Dust storm approaching.
Wow, so I got a meteor storm in 10 hours, and I got a dust storm in 3 days. Let's see. Research. Yeah, the outsourcing has to be running out by now. I'm going to increase the priority on the research lab, just so we can try to keep people in there. What do we have? Interplanetary astronomy, Martian Marine resilience, mole hole mine, and rejuvenation treatment. So, still working our way through the biotech stuff. But we've got Martian Marine resilience, and then telescope, and the mole hole mine. Yeah, we've got a slight power deficit in the off hours. This might actually work. With a carbonate processor, just running it during the day with the extra solar panels I have. Eventually, I'll have to transition and put some... Oh, wait a minute. Put some more wind turbines down. Okay, I gotta give a shout out here for the comment who reminded me to put a ramp here. Yep, Pup. Place a ramp over your newest between dome tunnel. There we go. Nope. Okay, we got 26% workers and workshops just in these 3 sites, so I don't think it actually makes sense for me to go just full ham with it. But since that apartment complex is going to be ready soon, we're going to launch it. We're going to launch anyway. And it is nice with the advanced pod. Not great, but I'll take it. I'm producing enough food where I can do this. Because I've got the farm producing seeds and wheat here, and this one's just is doing also seeds and wheat. But this outer farm, oh man, with these ostriches, this is going to be a great harvest for them. Alright, 2 buildings not working, a grocery and an infirmary. Oh, the meteor storm, that's up here. That's helpful, actually.
Found.
Yay, research. Run away. Actually, wait a second. I'm actually going to put CO2 jet propulsion higher if I'm going to scan some of the research that's coming out of this. There shouldn't be... I mean, there's going to be some resources lost. If a meteor hits in this area, which will suck, because I mean that's a full 180 metals. And Hei's actually running his stuff all the way back, because this one's full. So the shuttle hub's getting done faster is going to be incredibly important for us. He's fine. If I see anything around this guy, then I gotta worry. Or push him to shove it, bring this guy in. I pop out a drone. We're good.
Anomaly analyzed.
Ooh, and it was the max. I like it. Alright, so dust storms.
Scanned. Anomaly found.
Let's see. Get your butt down there. This one's out of range of the storm, so we're good there. Alright, so we have a very comfortable dome down here. Yeah, I need to start doing a lot of things. But I also want to keep going with the terraforming. So that's why we have the marginal use of the carbonate processor right now. We have a little bit of water, but unfortunately, since this needs 10 water to go, I'm only producing in excess of 2. So,
Funding received.
Not huge on that. Could, and I probably will here. What's your range? Ooh, yeah, you're totally in range for this. Let's put another water extractor down here. You in range? Oh yeah, you're just in range. Connect it up. Having another one will be very helpful. This one is doing pretty good. We're not at the point where we can do grass yet. We need 10% water.
Found.
So So we're still waiting on that one. Good, a little bit of rocks. This one's being scanned. Meteor Storm, another soul.
It's not every day that we have the luxury to choose from what Mars has to offer.
I see the option between a rich metal deposit or a rare metal deposit. Actually going to go for the rare metals here. It's a 300 deposit, but probably could have gone a little more if I'd gone for metals. And again, since we've got Extractor AI up and running, this is just going to be super helpful for us. Okay, about to say, like, where's this, where's that apartment complex I was promising a few minutes ago? Hey, we made it to a full % on this. We don't have any loss of atmosphere. Sleeper Joe. Today we learned that an upstanding member of our community has been a spy since the day they arrived on Mars. While Samaria Grover was not employed by a rival company, they did send all the info stolen to a third-party intelligence gathering firm on Earth. Which in turn probably showed the information to anyone interested. Hey, I'm talking. Come on, Sadie Bear. The legal process on Earth will likely win us reparations from rivals who took advantage of the firm's services, but Grover, being a respected and senior colonist of ours, this can have devastating effect on the morale. So we can apprehend the spy and send them back to Earth for trial. We lose 15 standing with all rivals, and we lose a lot of morale. Limit access they have to sensitive material, and let them live out their days peacefully. Ordinarily, I'd go for this, because, you know, crime doesn't pay. Senior, she works in the art workshop. Yeah, I'm just going to limit access for that one. Very cool that we had an event like that. Haven't had one. We had one with, I think it was the first space race event. We had the spy. Martian Carnival. We had one. This is impressive. This meteor storm is lasting a while.
Meteor incoming.
Move. There we go. Thankfully, you don't lose the research progress you made. Ooh, sweet, more.
Research complete.
Alright, head over there.
Anomaly analyzed. Resources are low.
Machine parts... I don't know if I can call that low. I'll actually move this guy out of the way. So we have shuttle hubs now, which is great. A shuttle hub I could probably put right in y'all, and that'd be very helpful for us. So let's do this. We'll put our first shuttle hub there. It's going to take a lot of the polymers that we have left. But I'm also going to open up a new polymer factory. We'll put it right there. Alright. Forestation plant, probably low on seeds. Yep.
Resources are low.
Actually, going to do this where I'm doing 2 sets of seeds for every 1 set of wheat. Alright, this rocket's almost here.
Research complete.
Yay! We can actually defend ourselves from more meteors. Does this work during dust storms? No, it doesn't. Actually, yes, it does. Sorry.
Sector scanned.
2 polymers. Wow! No, you're not going to go straight for that beeline. You're going to drop it there. Or just let the dust storm do whatever the hell it wants. Man. You notice it just touched it and just walked away. And it's like, nope, I'm going to go do something else now. And that was, oh. Damn it. These dust devils are dicks. I can't even, bring anything up to repair them. Alright, you're going to trade me some polymers. I'll take them. I'm just going to trade polymers for food right now. Because once this one pops, we're going to have 128 food. And that's about as much as we get from... What do we usually get? What's the equivalent for that? Let's close up the Sterling Gens. What's the equivalent in those scenarios? Alright, we got our first leak. You better be running to fix it. There you go. Oh. I forgot about superior pipes. Superior pipes actually would prevent any water leakages. And, oh, you kidding me? The rock... I'm guessing this guy just arrived at the same time as the dust storm because I didn't notice it. Crap. I have a 115 deficit. Alright, turn you off. That's going to save a ton of power. Alright, they're discharging as fast as they can. Thankfully, this is another short dust storm, but man, I'm gonna have some sanity breaks on this one. Yeah. Hopefully, this group of colonists is gonna help fill out these job slots. I've got 67 available jobs right now, and of course, that doesn't include these spots that just do their thing. Oh, this rocket also doesn't land during dust storms. They used to land during dust storms. I don't know if you remember that from prior playthroughs. Yeah, I may have to back down from the art workshop stuff right now. As much as I want to keep pushing forward with it, we need to get people back in the factories. 1 hour. Okay, oxygen, pretty good. Power, we got stored enough. Oh, here we go. We finally starting the mystery. Sol 92. So everything's purple now. Ooh. Spooky.
Sitting at your desk, a strange light appears in the corner of your vision. It pulsates and intensifies, bathing the room in a warm glow. It feels just about right.
It is so unexpectedly pleasant that any fears of food or drug poisoning are quickly doused and forgotten. And then you hear the voices. People laughing, yelling, crying, speaking. The language is incomprehensible, but you sense the presence of friendly and strangely familiar entities. The shimmering lights start forming patterns and sparks flash briefly, revealing scenes from another place. You struggle to concentrate and maintain control, and the mirage dissolves. You're left alone and confused in the command room. What the hell just happened? So this is the Inner Light event. I believe it's late Season 4, early Season 5 of Star Trek Next Generation. Enterprise comes across a very old probe. Pulses, fires a beam at Captain Picard. He stumbles, falls to the ground. And he wakes up on another planet.
Anomaly found.
Alright, this commander. I've actually got to send him up on a rescue mission for both of these. He wakes up on an unfamiliar planet and lives out his whole life on this planet. Has a family, which, if you remember the old, like Season 1, Season 2 Next Gens, Picard was a sour bastard. He hated children. And just didn't want to, like, he knows, like, okay, yeah, I've got kids on my ship, but I just don't want to be with them. I just don't want them around me. So, has a family. His real-life son actually played his son in the episode. And as the episode progresses, it shows that the planet is going through a very drastic drought. And they launch a rocket toward the end of it, and he's a very old man.
Research
and
complete.
Everyone who's gathered tells him, you've already seen this, because you've already seen the probe. And he wakes up, obviously changed from the experience. And inside is a flute that I think actually may have shown up briefly during the trailer for the new Picard series, which is going to be coming out, I think, later this year. And I'm absolutely looking forward to it. I absolutely want to see the next chapter in his story, because I read the books, a lot of the post-Nemesis books, the Destiny trilogy, The Fall. I'm currently reading the Typhon Pact, which I know the Destiny trilogy, I think... Yeah, the Destiny trilogy predates it, but the Fall takes place in, like, 2385 and centers around... Oh, wow, look at all this flat research. Loving it. All right, let's go into the research tab. I'm going to move adapted vegetation up for this option. And my reasoning being, I'm going to do the flat research toward all four of those. Or all four of the flat researches, I'm putting toward the vegetation. So going back to the books, the Destiny trilogy links an old picture that came out in the Ships of the Line calendar in, I believe, 2011, talking about Columbia. We saw Columbia during Enterprise. It was captained by Erica Hernandez. During the Earth-Romulan War, Columbia was lost and ended up somewhere in the Gamma Quadrant.
The day claimed our last living founder, spelling the end of an era for us all.
I gotta say, folks, Elvis has left the building. Elvis Warren has died, caused old age.
There are Earthsick colonists.
So, the Destiny trilogy, with that, it actually goes into the origins of the Borg and a species called the Kalar. So for them, the Kalar, and it even ties back into something that was brought up in Season 4 of Voyager called the Omega Directive and the Omega Molecule. The Kalar power their massive city with Omega. So obviously they're like, let's do this.
And you're not the only one who's seen this odd mirage.
All right, I'm going to pivot back to this, and I'll keep talking about the books. Multiple signals from the colony are coming in, and everyone at Mission Control is worried. People are falling asleep on the streets and at their workstations. Some report vivid hallucinations. The affected colonists express symptoms of high stress and have been put under medical supervision. We've also exchanged information with Earth Control, but they report no activity on their end. It seems the event is localized on Mars. As we're getting the perspective from Columbia and them being trapped actually well into the past. Actually, no, they're not in the past. They're in the mid 22nd century, but they're lost. So the Kalar pretty much say, okay, the Gwei team, you can never leave, and neither can the ship. The ship tries to leave, the crew is killed, and they end up off in the Gamma Quadrant. At the same time, the book is interweaving with, like I said, multiple storylines, including the Borg pretty much saying, okay, we've tried assimilating you, that's not working, we're just going to come kill you all. Let's just pivot back, let's just get away from that whole thing. I'm turning off the shifts in the art workshop. In fact, I'm going to turn them all off. I want to get people back in the factories. They need to be working right now. I have 8 electronics Mars side. I need more. You're almost loaded. Do we have any anomalies right now? High-speed satellite. Nope, don't have enough for that. Greenhouse gases. I could do that. That would actually increase this by this, and that's not a lot. SETI satellite, 50, 30, 50. 2 billion. Capture ice asteroids. I'm actually going to do that one. We're gonna... Oh wow, it takes 100 fuel for this one. Jesus. So the Borg, they're like, alright, that's it. Let's kill them. We're done. Forget this whole assimilating Earth thing. We're just going to wipe you all out. So the Borg are on a genocidal mission at this point. And the Federation, you're going between multiple ships. You've got Columbia with Hernandez. You've got the Titan with Captain Riker. Enterprise with Picard. Worf is now first officer with Data dying in the events of Nemesis. And you also have the USS Aventine, which, if you look at the designs for it, Aventine is the spelling for it. Ezri Dax, who we got in the last season of DS9, is the commanding officer, and it has the quantum slipstream technology. These books almost seem a little bit like fan fiction, but I think they do a wonderful job. And it's those 4 ships, really, that are trying to figure out how to stop the Borg threat. Once you get through the Destiny trilogy, there are like those smatterings of books around that help fill in the gaps between that one, and you also have a series called the Typhon Pact. Typhon Pact, I believe, is 8 books that focuses on all the big characters, and after the Borg incident, you have all these factions. You have the Federation, the Klingons, the Cardassians, I believe that later on the Ferengi. Just start to ally up because they know that, especially with the Borg, they can't take on... There's some threats they just can't take on by themselves. Okay, can't go higher with that. All the other factions out there, the Romulans, the Zenkethi, the Breen, the Gorn, they're looking at everything and like, okay, we got to ally up too, else we're going to be destroyed. So now you essentially get a Cold War scenario in the Star Trek universe. And I'm only, I think, in the third book, which deals with the Romulans. The first book dealt with the Breen, the second book dealt with the Gorn. Yeah. And then, so the first book was DS9, and more specifically Dr. Bashir in Section 31, and the Breen, trying to develop their own quantum slipstream technology. The second book dealt with the Gorn, trying to find a new world after one of theirs was destroyed by... After theirs was destroyed by the Borg. I'm having a hard time focusing this morning. Third book deals with the Romulans. I actually have not gotten very far in it, so I don't know exactly what happens just yet. Oh wow, I actually have unemployment in the colony. I'm liking this.
Sector scan.
Shift.
Anomaly
Full shift.
found.
Full shift. No, I'm not turning that dome off. Alright. Okay, so I'll do this. I'm going to turn one of the art workshops on. Kind of glad I didn't go for a machine parts thing. I think I need a new machine parts factory out here, if I'm honest. What do we got? Another concrete deposit gone? Alright, we got to start heading down for this one, I guess. I'm actually going to reject that. I don't have a lot of food right now. Alright, that's pretty much it for the anomalies. I don't think we're going to get any more out of everything. Now it's just scanning these sectors that have no buildable space. A number jumped, so my eye just shot to it. I don't know why there's fuel at this one. They need to take the fuel away from that site, because one meteor is going to destroy all the things. The Typhon Pact, getting back to that, actually it has one of the books ending with Deep Space Nine being destroyed.
The readings told us it was a vein rich with ore, but the data turned out to be incorrect.
All right, so we have the Curiosity
On those fine
rover.
red sands lay the intact hull of a rover.
All right, so I'm actually going to display it as a monument to reduce the cost of social techs. Terraforming, we're already 75% of the way through that. These social techs getting that boost, that's going to be helpful for us, especially like some of these ones. All right, still have one unemployed folk. Alright. Nope, can't do the Dreamer trait. I know you can actually start teaching Dreamer traits in the schools. Let's actually get another dome operational. Make a Trigon dome up here, maybe? Yeah, I'm liking that. 50, 15, 100? Yeah, let's do that one. Because I have these veins relatively close by. And I'll just tunnel across... Maybe like up to here for that one. Cool stuff. The Fall, that last book I was talking about. I'm actually writing stuff down and try to remember things this time around. The Fall opens with the reopening of DS9. They rebuild it, and it's a beautifully designed station. And the Federation president is assassinated during the opening ceremony. So now we have this mystery of who the hell just killed the Federation president? And we get that operation, and we start seeing it through all the perspectives of all the characters that we get. I'll keep up to almost farming. And this mystery that intersects all of these characters. Also during the Fall, I'm not spoiling... I don't think I'm going to be spoiling too much here. I mean, I've spoiled some of the Typhon Pact for you. Sorry. But the Fall actually sees Riker promoted to Admiral. And there's a reason for it, which, when I read it, I'm like, oh my god, that is absolutely genius. So if you're looking for some books to pick up this summer, the Destiny trilogy I think is probably like $15 on Amazon, all 3 books combined. Let's see. The Typhon Pact, they're usually sold individually, and it kind of sucks because I dropped about $60 on them when I got those, and I read the hard copies of... Has this already been scanned? Okay. Just gonna rescan. Just gonna shift things up. The Fall, I had the hard copies of them, and I know the Cold Equations trilogy, which is that one kind of focuses on the data matrix and how data comes back. That one, I recommend that one too. That one's actually pretty good. The Fall, though, I don't know if that whole series, if that one's ever on sale, but if anything, put it on your Amazon wish list and just say, like, hey, as soon as this one comes available, I'd love to have. We are getting actually pretty close to the 30-minute mark if we haven't passed it already. We've got our Ice Asteroids operation going smoothly-ish. Going to start mining some more metals. We've got our automated extractor, so I'll probably hook these 2 up in the next episode, as well as this one. I'll probably double up on here. And maybe have to start expanding down this way, put a couple of drone hubs down here to start mining this all out. But next video, we're going to get a new dome operational. Doubt this will be a farm dome. Maybe a dome that's going to be like right here will be a farm dome. In fact, let's queue up a medium dome in this area.
Sector scanned.
Yeah, I'm just going to put this one here for now so we can actually have this all 3 connected. And then maybe next week, I think, we'll actually get this Ultra Research Dome going. And also, adaptive terraforming, we're going to get done in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the videos that come out of my channel. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.